I found 3 new CPF strategies after the budget 2024, and I know some of you are still very agitated. Some of you laugh at the demise of the CPF SA, but I guess when one door closes, another door will open, and in this case, it is 3 doors that have opened. But I just want to put out the disclaimer first that all these are just based on my own assumptions studying the new rule, because all these policy changes are still very new and nobody really knows what will happen until 2025 when we have seen the real effect. So your miles may vary. For those who haven't heard of the news yet, the special account is going to close from the age of 55. This was announced in the budget 2024. But with the closure of the special account brings a whole new perspective of how we should plan for our retirement based on how the funds flow after the closure of the special account. And I'm here to share 3 examples for you. And if you want to learn more about CPF and retirement planning, then join us at close to 14,000 members at the Honey Money SG Telegram group. First of all, I want to announce to you that, do you realize that your CPF MA interest can be withdrawn? Now, this is specific to those people who have reached these 2 criteria. Number 1, your MA Medisave account is already at the BHS Basic Healthcare Sum. Number 2, your SA was at full retirement sum at your cohort level, which also means that your RA retirement account is fully filled by the SA. Because do you remember this sequence? If your Medisave account MA is at BHS and then your special account is at FRS, your Medisave contributions will not flow to the SA or MA anymore. It will flow to the OA, correct? Then if you remember in one of my earlier videos, on the 1st of January every year, the Medisave account interest will get credited to the Medisave first, but after that, it will get transferred to the ordinary account if both your SA and MA are maxed, because your MA cannot hold more than the basic healthcare sum, so it will get transferred to the OA. And you see, if you're above 55 and this Medisave account interest is transferred to your ordinary account, it means that it is withdrawable, right? Because there's no change to the withdrawal policy. Any funds above the full retirement sum can now be withdrawn. And given that your retirement account is now at full retirement sum, then the funds that were transferred from the Medisave account to the ordinary account can now be withdrawn. And now that if you were to withdraw that OA amount, you can even voluntarily contribute back to your Medisave account as a tax relief strategy. So if you do some simple calculation, assuming your Medisave account is $71,500 for the year of 2024, and at 4% interest, you multiply these 2 together, that will be $2,860 that will be transferred to the ordinary account by 1st January 2025. So now this $2,860 that is in your ordinary account, there are a few ways you can do it. You can just leave it in the OA to gain 2.5%, or you can withdraw it out for your other investments, or you can just take it out to spend, or you can just reinvest this $2,860 back to the Medisave account to the new BHS level next year. So the Medisave account interest that was credited to you kind of like recycle back itself, right? Now you don't need to top up so much funds in cash. It is like an indirect cashback kind of thing to put it back to the Medisave account to the new basic healthcare sum level of 2025. And if you think this new CPF strategy is really interesting to you, wait till you hear the other 2 after the word from the sponsor. I know that investments may sound really complicated and it is quite scary to start off with really large amounts. So if you want to start with smaller amounts, then you can consider to use Moomoo Regular Savings Plan or RSP to dollar cost average into your favorite US stocks or ETF. To set up RSP, select your stock or ETF on Moomoo app, click the 3 dots on the right and then RSP. Start with minimum $10 and select contribution frequency from weekly, every 2 weeks, monthly or daily. For new to Moomoo users, you can get up to 340 Singapore dollars on Moomoo Cash Plus with 6.8% per annum guaranteed return on the first $60,000 subscribe. Please note that Moomoo Cash Plus is an investment product. It is not comparable and is different from savings deposits. Principal is not guaranteed and up to 31 days, 6.8% per annum is guaranteed only during the promotional period. Also, you can get up to 4 stock bundles of the top 5 traded US stocks worth $70 each and 1 Apple stock worth 260 Singapore dollars. And if you sign up with my exclusive link, you can get a bonus 20 Singapore dollars cash coupon. Total rewards value of 900 Singapore dollars. Holding period and buy trade applies. Investment in capital market products involves risk and the risk of losing principal. For more details, please refer to the promotional page in the description below. So don't miss this deal and use my referral link down below or scan the QR code right here to get your Moomoo SG Universal account today. The number 2 new CPF strategy is that you can now withdraw all your newly added CPF contributions, and maybe you don't really understand this point. But you see, when your retirement account at 55 is full up to the FRS and your Medisave account is full up to the basic healthcare sum, where are your new mandatory CPF contributions or voluntary contributions going to go to? Because now your MediSave contributions cannot go to the MediSave, it will go to the ordinary account. And then now your SA contributions should go to the SA, but then now you go to the RA because no more SA. But you see, your RA also cannot receive contributions because it is full as well. So you will go where? The OA, right? So now all your new CPF contributions going forward from 55 years old will go to the OA, be it the MediSave account contributions, your SA contributions, and all these new CPF contributions are going to go to your ordinary account, which also means you can withdraw anytime you want. So in 2025, two new things are going to change. Number one, the CPF salary ceiling is going to increase to $7,400 per month for the ordinary wages. And number two, there will be new CPF contribution rates of additional 1.5% for our seniors aged 55 and above. How much are we talking about? Is 15.5% from the employer and 17% from the employee, which makes a total of 32.5%. This is additional 1.5% higher than year 2024 after the new budget announcement. So assuming at that age, if you have hit the CPF salary ceiling of $7,400, 32.5% multiplied by 7,400 is going to give you $2,405 every month. Assuming your MediSave account and your retirement account is max, it will all go to OA, right? This 2.4K, and this 2.4K you can withdraw anytime you want as cash, whatever you want to do, because now your accounts are all max ready. This thing will come back to you as cash. So you see, CPF becomes much more powerful after 55 already. You can really withdraw what you want. Number three, new CPF strategy is the OA to SA transfer. I know many people are going to debate about this point already, because we often say that this transfer is irreversible before the new policy, right? Because OA go to SA is a one-way road. You cannot take it out. But what you may have realized is that after 55, if your retirement account is maxed out to the full retirement sum at 55, the excess special account is going to flow to the OA. So in this case, is it reversible? Considered, assuming you're 40 years old today and you're already staying in a HDB, and you see after all these years that you have worked hard, you are safe enough, you are able to fully pay down your flat and mortgage, and you are in a very stable position. And this is also assuming you have no intention to buy a new property in the near future. So your OA has been building up, and what are you going to do with all this OA if you're not going to use it for investing or property? So assuming you're willing to transfer $100,000 from your OA to SA just to earn additional 1.5%, you know that in the past it is irreversible. And one of the ways to really reach the full retirement sum is to do an OA to SA transfer, because your OA has so many balances doing nothing, earning 2.5%. If you transfer it to the SA, it will help you reach that full retirement sum faster with 4% interest. So at 40 years old, you have 15 years to 55, and your OA will now earn upsized interest from 2.5% to 4% in the SA. Then once you have reached age 55, your retirement sum is set up, and assuming you have hit FRS in SA, all these funds will go to the RA first, then the excess will flow back to the OA. And I hope you didn't forget that your OA funds can be withdrawn anytime you want after you have reached the full retirement sum in your retirement account. So we went from one full cycle, right? From OA to SA, then SA to OA, then OA return to you as cash. Now this move should only be done when you have the intention to move your OA to SA to hit the full retirement sum. So this is assuming you really want to reach the full retirement sum. If you don't care about the full retirement sum, then don't do this move, because maybe if you have plans for buying a new property, investing, or your child's education want to be paid via CPF. So it is definitely not for people who do not want to put more money into the CPF, because that will defeat the purpose. Therefore, in the past, we always say this move is irreversible, but now it has become kind of semi-reversible, right? Offers to be frank, the quantum is much lower because bulk of it has been transferred to the retirement account after 55, and I acknowledge this fact that the numbers you get back from OA will be much lesser. But this is already for those people who want to reach FRS, let's be clear. So yes, I've gone through 3 new CPF strategies that you may have missed, and along the way, I'll think of some new CPF strategies. So if you do not want to miss all these new CPF videos, then stay subscribed. And if you want to learn what happened in the CPF budget, then I can refer you to this video right here.